Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Vegas, of course. This is what I do. I'm actually the queen of Vegas now. So only because my show's been going, I'm into my 4th year. This is Peter Pavone, by the way.
Can I be the king?
You are the king. Okay, we've got the king and the queen. And you can have a king and queen because we've now become both British.
Although if I was queen, it'd open up all kinds of career opportunities for me.
And if I was king, it would probably open up an opportunity too. So we better stick to who we are, because we definitely are in Vegas. But that really is truly a funny life. I never knew you were a comedian, by the way.
Well,
So it comes out in little bits.
it makes my relationships better.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, like the footprints, you know, the handprints on the mirror just now.
Yeah.
We came into this booth and we had all these prints over this mirror and we had to have it clean. And we were just all guessing what was going on last night. So you can, you know, who knows what went on last night.
It wasn't me. I didn't have nearly that
It certainly
interesting.
wasn't me. I was in bed asleep, doing other things.
Right?
Of course, why not? So, Peter, how are you?
I'm great. Good to see
You're
you.
looking wonderful.
I feel good for, you know.
This gentleman I have known actually ever since I've been in Vegas, which is since 2012. And we've always bumped into each other, but you've lived quite a life. You've been in the Orient, you've been singing. You also live in Virginia now. He's also engaged, so hands off. Do you want anyone to know that? I know that the lady that he's engaged to would love to know, but everybody knows he's...
Maybe it'll motivate her to say I do.
Oh, yeah, you having a tough time with that?
Well, you know.
Not really, but you know. Women are, you know, once they've kind of got the engagement ring, then they kind of float, you know, then they kind of don't want to commit themselves as much as they have already.
I'm still in the trial period, I guess.
And how long have you known her?
Since she was 12.
It's a long engagement, isn't it? We won't go any further. And she's only, what, 21 now?
Yeah, well.
You like them young, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Peter, how's it going for you?
Going great.
Is it going great?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, going great. I was here, you know, obviously in 11 doing the Rat Pack and everything else, and then I left here and went on the road.
You did. You went on the road.
Yeah.
Now, how was it? Did you go to Hong Kong or Japan or where
No,
did you
I
go?
was touring when I was here. I was doing those gigs, you
Yeah,
know,
back and
overseas, Italy and everything. But no, when I left, I went on a cruise ship for 4 months, and then I went to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and did a Sinatra tribute show, Rat Pack there. And then I went to Virginia and ran into my fiance, got engaged, and for the last 3 years I've been riding horses and traveling, but
Not really doing your entertainment
no,
business.
haven't been doing much at all.
So what made you want to come back to Vegas? Because now he's back in Vegas. You've got a gig coming up. You're doing very, very well. He's always done well anyway. Not doing your entertainment and not your gigs, did you kind of miss it?
Absolutely. In fact, we came out here to do a one-nighter in October, and she saw how much fun I was having and how much fun the crowd was having, and she said, you got to go out there and get something going. So now, you know, I had coffee with my musical director from a former country show, and we realized there was no country show, so we opened a residency at the V Theater at Planet Hollywood Miracle Mile, and we're finishing our 2nd month, 5 nights a week.
5 nights a week?
Yeah, it's called Vegas Going Country.
Vegas Going Country. Now, I've seen you dressed up in country. Well, he's dressed up in anything. He looks amazing. You have an incredible act because you kind of do, don't you do Lincoln?
Well, I impersonate a lot of different people. Lincoln is one of them.
Lincoln is one of them, but he just looks just like Lincoln. Because
Yeah.
Lincoln was very tall, and you're very tall.
He was 6'4".
He was 6'4", and you're what, 6'2"?
2.
6'2". So sort of, and he was very slender. And then you put that beard on, don't you?
And the makeup,
the makeup and the beard. And it looked just like him, sort of reincarnation. Oh, hello, he's back again.
Yeah, you might have seen me on the Ford Lincoln commercials a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's right. You
Team
did
Ford Lincoln, yeah.
That's right. You did that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
So do you do much movie stuff and much anything like that? Because you've been lying low for 3 years.
Yeah, I've been
right?
lying low. I've been, you know, just playing Playboy. I mean, not Playboy, horseman, gentleman horseman.
Gentleman horseman.
We've been fox hunting. We don't hurt the
Now,
foxes.
hang
we
on a
just
second. There's only one place to fox hunt, and that's in England, up in the...
Well, we
But
do it in
you do-
Virginia pretty good.
Virginia has fox
Oh,
hunting?
yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh.
horse country.
That's right, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
It's,
So.
do you like Virginia, or do you get a
Oh, it's
little-
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But
Yeah.
don't you get a little bored with it? You know, you compare Virginia with Vegas. I mean, well, you can't really compare Vegas with anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
Because Vegas is
it's its own universe.
Vegas is, yeah, it's its own universe, it sure is. Because Vegas is 24 hours.
Right.
I mean, if you can't sleep at night, what do? You can get up and go to a casino and gamble, or you can see shows, there's things everywhere all the time.
I love a place where you can get a steak or pancakes at 500 places at 3 in the morning.
You're in the right city
My
for that.
kind of town.
Oh, listen to this, hang in a second. He just opened up the pearly gates. And that, you're going to sing for me?
Whatever you want.
No, I want something
We're
you
here
want.
at the Pepper Mill.
We're at the Pepper
you know?
Mill, so what do you want to do for the Pepper Mill?
I don't know. When I was 17,
I
it
love
was
that.
a very good year. Or I hear the train a coming.
Johnny
I play
Cash.
Johnny Cash in the show.
You do Johnny
So,
Cash.
oh yeah.
Do you know that song he has of the cards, the pack of cards? Ever sung that song? The pack of cards.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it?
Well, no, the car that he built.
Not the car. I'm called
pack of
cards. I'm the
cards.
pack of cards. It's 4 seasons. It's a whole year, and he
Yeah.
sings a song about the 4 different.
Johnny Cash does.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, well,
Look
I
it
don't
up.
know.
Fabulous.
You know, in these shows, they just want the huge hits that
They just want,
everybody
you know,
knows.
They want to know that you can really, really do him.
Well,
or whoever.
yeah, you know, it's interesting. I have a saying because I do so many impersonations that I've developed, is that I always thought I'd grow up to be somebody. I just didn't realize I was going to be somebody else. So what I do is I dress up in
But
all
you're
these
lots
different
of
people.
somebody else's.
Yeah, what's that? Did I-
He's lots of somebody else's. You do
Yeah.
more than one.
Well, yeah, I do Frank,
I don't know
Dean,
if there's any such
Johnny,
word, but there is now.
George, Abe, John Wayne.
Which is your favourite?
Well,
Sinatra?
right now, Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, because you're doing the
Yeah,
show.
I'm doing the show, yeah, and I do George Strait some nights, and it's great. It's a revolving show, so we have different impersonators, and we have 4, and we have a live band,
Oh,
no
so
tracks.
4 people come on, so it's quite a long, big show.
Yeah, well, it's not that long because, you know, they get you in and get you out, get them back into the casino.
Casinos,
you know.
yes, they drag them in and then they
Yeah.
start gambling.
Yeah,
Well,
rev them up
that's-
and spit them out.
Yeah, give them enough to drink and everything else and the whole bit. And
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But who's your favourite? You still get your favourite.
Well, Sinatra's great,
Sinatra.
you know.
Yeah.
But the point I was going to make was, I guess my job is to dress up like these people and bring people to a time that they can't have anymore, because you can't see Sinatra, Dean Martin, you can't see
No.
Johnny Cash, you know. Of course, Abe Lincoln.
He
He looks pretty bad by now.
Well, I think they would all look pretty bad by now. You know,
Right.
they're all kind of, you know.
Yes.
They've all
yes.
done their thing, and they were all icons in this world. I mean, I
Yeah.
was fortunate enough, I met Frank Sinatra a couple of times, and I spoke to him a couple of times because
Mm-hmm.
of being from Europe, and we had something to talk about, which is unusual. You know, most
Yeah.
blondes don't have things to talk about, but I was fortunate. So what are you going to do now? You're in Virginia, you're in Vegas, so
Right.
is she going to come here?
We're going to go back and forth. You know, I have this residency. It's a year.
Yeah.
We're in our second month, end of our
Okay.
second month. So
Yeah.
we're 5 nights a week at 5:30 there, and then I'm going to head back to Virginia probably in a week or 2 and stay for a couple of 3 weeks, and then come back
then
here
come
for
back.
3 or 4 weeks in the show, and just go back and
Well,
forth.
you're
All the
very-
best of both
You're
worlds.
very wise. Shall I take that for you?
Yeah.
You're very wise to actually get out of here in the summertime because it does get awfully hot, doesn't it?
It gets a little warm.
Yeah, it
But
gets
you know,
hot.
we're actually, our theater's in a shopping mall.
Yeah,
So we think that people will go inside and ticket sales
everybody's
will be
cool.
higher.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody wants to get out of the heat here because it does get
Yes,
awfully hot.
yes.
So let me ask you a question. In your life, if everything you've done, I know you lived in San Diego, you've traveled a lot of the world. What do you feel that sort of you really accomplished and you really feel so good about as a person and as of what Peter Pavone wanted?
Well, my daughter.
Oh, that wasn't fast to think of, was it?
Yeah.
How beautiful.
My daughter's amazing. She's, and I am a grandfather. I have a granddaughter, so that's my biggest accomplishment. And it really only took me, 3 minutes?
That was not really my question, but that is
But I'm
the
sorry.
answer. But
Barring my daughter, my biggest accomplishment is probably being here right now,
Really?
because I'm a performer who has now become a producer, and that rarely happens in this town, you know,
Yes.
and for a residency. So.
Well, it's very hard for anybody to get on in this town. You have to have tenacity and you have to keep going forward, and you can't listen to everybody saying, well, you'll never make it and you'll never get there. You can't listen
And it's
to that.
expensive, let's face it.
If you listen to
know.
it, yes, it's expensive
Yeah.
because you don't get the job.
It's $40,000 a month just to keep the doors open.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you gotta, you know, I got lucky. and so far so good.
So far, I don't touch wood. I always touch my head right. So you're performing. Where are you performing? So let the audience know where you are.
We're at the V Theater in the Miracle Mile Shops at Planet Hollywood, Sunday through Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Family show, free parking. Ladies, we're in a shopping mall.
And when he says family, he obviously means you can bring your children.
That's right.
So it's no drinking things, because a lot of things that unfortunately in Vegas, well, fortunately, unfortunately, are not for the family. So this is a family affair, which is quite lovely.
Yeah, it's a clean show. People can have a beer and stuff.
Of course,
but,
yes.
Yeah, it's clean.
But it's nice, it's clean and everything else.
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
Wholesome and fulsome.
Wholesome and fulsome. In Folsom Prison.
That's right.
Amazing. Peter Pavone is absolutely he's one of my greatest stars, I call him, in Vegas. To continue what he's doing is very hard to do in Vegas, but you've done it. You've made the challenge. You've kept it up. Fabulous guy.
Going with the flow.
Yeah, there you are. Go with the flow. He's a very easygoing guy, though. Well, how's the producing coming on? Your producer, how's that coming on?
Good.
Is it coming on good?
Great.
Yeah.
I have a good partner, Kurt Brown. He also has All Shook Up over there.
I'm all shook up.
So he knows.
I think I get that.
Thank you
On
very
that
much.
note, before I bore anybody and lose all my audience, I'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.
Are you ready for some country music Vegas style? Then Vegas Gone Country is the only show to see. Performing nightly at the V Theater in the Miracle Mile Shops at Planet Hollywood. Vegas Gone Country, a whole lot of country with a splash of zany. Vegas Gone Country with a rotating cast paying tribute to the biggest country stars of today and yesterday. It's Vegas Gone Country, performing nightly at the V Theater in the Miracle Mile Shops at Planet Hollywood. Vegas Gone Country, the only all-country tribute variety show on the Las Vegas Strip.